All right, what's going on, everybody? We're shooting this live from the MGM Grand, kind of. I can't give you a look of it, but there's a really overcast, crappy day outside for New Year's Eve. I don't know if that's an omen for 2017. However, what won't be happening in 2017 is you probably won't be seeing Ronda Rousey in the ring, or the octagon, I should say. I don't know if ever again. Amanda Nunes said following the fight, after disposing of her in 48 seconds, I mean, it's one of those fights you can watch on Instagram. And usually Rousey, throughout most of her career, was on the other end of that, was on the reward end of that, for having to submit every women's fighter for a 2-3 year period in 15, 20, 30, 45 seconds. But Nunes came out and really pummeled the living crap out of Ronda Rousey's face. What I find so fascinating about all of this fight was I have no idea what Ronda Rousey's coaches were thinking. Now, a lot of people are already blaming the coaches because they're trying to get in her head that she's a boxer. Well, she sure as hell ain't a boxer, because Nunes exploited the same weakness that she showed against Holly Holm when she lost that fight. When all is said and done, Ronda Rousey probably will not be remembered for getting knocked out by Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes, a standing TKO from Nunes. However, she should be remembered for pretty much transcending the entire sport in women's MMA and paving the way for fighters like Amanda Nunes. She was the one that really started to make a movement for women's UFC, and now it's as much of a headliner as anything else when it comes to the fights. There's not much to break down from this. I mean, Rousey came out there, the crowd, that's what I want to touch on first. The crowd itself was so pro-Rousey and so beyond disrespectful to Amanda Nunes. Now, these are fight fans who, I kind of said it a couple times this year, for the most part, fans can be stupid. So they all wanted Ronda Rousey to win that fight. I mean, I couldn't hear one pro-Amanda Nunes fan in the building, and she's the champion. But it's also why we talked about recently how you have to promote your fighters. You have to promote the champion as much as you have to promote the return. We get it. Ronda Rousey made $3 million. Nunes made, I think, $100,000. But don't forget that Nunes cannot sell out the T-Mobile Arena by herself without someone like Rousey on the card fighting with her. So 48 seconds, disposed, gone. That's it. She's probably going to retire. She hasn't announced it yet. She didn't show at the press conference. Nunes did. Had a couple things to say. As for the two of the other fights that need to be discussed, Dominick Cruz's fight versus Cody Garbrandt was so phenomenal from start to finish. Now, a lot of people think that Cruz was slightly injured. I think he was. I'm not sure if he sustained it during training. I'm not sure if it was recent, but he didn't necessarily look himself. Those who knew Dominick Cruz know he hasn't lost in 10 years, and he handled it like a champion should handle losing a fight. He was remarkable in his press conference in the way he was discussing so many different things, from what it takes mentally to win fights and lose fights, and how he believes, at least, that statistically everything he has said is fact, and that sometimes the truth can hurt more than the lies that go around. So he still thinks Dillashaw's out to get him. He still thinks he deserves a rematch with Garbrandt to get his belt back before Dillashaw deserves the fight. But it's going to create a real great storyline for 2017 with probably Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw, who Dillashaw in his fight simply dominated start to finish, and he did it in an entertaining way. He mentioned that in his press conference. You can check those out on Facebook Live for the TYT Sports page. You can check out the Dominick Cruz press conference on the YouTube channel. That went up last night. And as for the Rousey fight, there's a couple really funny things going around Twitter. We'll do some kind of reaction to it. We're back in studio Tuesday or Wednesday, but I'm sure this is going to spawn some of the best memes and tweets you can ever ask for. But as for that, I'm done. I'm going to go enjoy my new year. I'm hopefully going to be safe. That's not true. Not at all. Follow along at JasonRubin91 on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all the fun stuff. We'll see you next time.